So, what's up everyone, Rowan here, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been anywhere near the e-bike scene lately, you've seen the Surron. It's become this icon, this benchmark for what a high-performance electric dirt bike can be. It's sleek, it's powerful, and it's captured the attention of pretty much everyone, from trail riders to city commuters. But with that icon status comes an icon price tag, and let's be real, it's not in everyone's budget. That's where the conversation gets really interesting. The demand for that surron experience, the lightweight frame, the instant torque, that aggressive look, has exploded. And whenever there's that much demand, the market responds. We're now seeing this incredible wave of alternatives hitting the scene. Companies are engineering bikes that capture the essence of the surron, but at a price point that's way more accessible. It's a great time to be in the market for an e-bike because the competition is fierce, and that means more features and better value for us, the riders. So that's what this video is all about. We're going to dive deep into the best of the best when it comes to these alternatives. I've spent weeks testing, researching, and putting these bikes through their paces to bring you my picks for the top 5 budget surron lookalikes for 2025. We'll look at the specs, the design, the performance, and ultimately, the value. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just getting into the e-bike world, you're going to want to see this. Let's get into it. Alright, first up on the list, we have to talk about the Talaria Sting. For a lot of people, this is the first name that comes to mind when you say surron alternative, and for good reason. It doesn't just look the part, it's built to compete head-to-head. The frame geometry is incredibly similar, giving you that same nimble, flickable feeling on the trails. But Talaria made some key decisions here that differentiate it. For one, the gearbox design is a point of contention and preference for many riders, offering a different feel from the Surron's belt drive. It's a subtle thing, but on the dirt, those subtleties matter. When you look at the spec sheet, the Talaria Sting makes a compelling case for itself. It packs a robust motor and a battery that provides ample range for most day trips. The power delivery is smooth, yet aggressive, when you need it to be. It has become a platform in its own right, with a massive community and aftermarket support network popping up around it. That's a huge factor to consider. It means you can customize, upgrade, and repair your bike easily, which adds a lot of long-term value. It's not just a bike, it's an ecosystem. And of course, we have to talk about the price. The Talaria Sting consistently comes in at a lower price point than a brand new Surron, and that's its primary appeal. You're getting, let's say, 90 to 95% of the experience for a significant discount. It's that price-to-performance ratio that makes it such a powerhouse in this category. For a lot of riders, the savings you get with the Talaria can go directly into upgrades, like better suspension or tires, letting you build a bike that's perfectly tailored to you, and potentially even outperforms a stock Surron for less total cost. It's a smart play. Okay, next up is a bike that leans heavily into the look-alike part of our title, the E-Ride Pro SS. When you see this thing for the first time, you might do a double take. The designers clearly had a picture of the Surron pinned to their wall. The frame, the swing arm, the battery placement, it's all incredibly familiar. But this isn't just a simple clone. E-Ride Pro has focused on delivering that aesthetic and a surprising amount of performance, while aggressively targeting a lower price point. It's a bike that is unapologetically designed to capture the market of people who love the Surron's look, but just can't stomach the cost. Digging into the hardware, the E-Ride Pro SS holds its own. It typically comes with a powerful hub motor or a mid-drive depending on the configuration, and a battery that's competitive in this class. The suspension and brakes are often where you see the cost-cutting measures, but they're perfectly adequate for entry-level to intermediate riders. For someone who's going to be doing light trail riding or using it as a supercommuter, the components are more than capable. It's about understanding what you're paying for, and with the Pro SS, you're paying for power and aesthetics first. The real story here is the value proposition. The E-Ride Pro SS enters the ring as one of the most affordable options that still delivers a thrilling ride. It's for the rider who wants to get in on the action without a massive financial commitment. You get the head-turning looks, and a bike that's genuinely fun to rip around on. While the fit and finish might not be on the same level as the premium brands, and the aftermarket support is still growing, the raw fun per dollar ratio is off the charts. It's a testament to how competitive this space has become, and that's a win for all of us. Now let's talk about a bike that might not be on everyone's radar yet but absolutely should be, the Apollo RFN Aries. Apollo has a background in dirt bikes and pit bikes, and they've brought that expertise into the electric space with the Aries. It takes the general surron formula but adds its own unique flavor. The design feels a bit more robust, a bit more like a traditional motocross bike in some ways, especially around the chassis and suspension. It's a subtle distinction, but it gives the bike a very planted and stable feel, which inspires confidence on rougher terrain. What makes the Apollo RFN Aries stand out is its focus on rider-centric features. They've included things like a swappable battery system that is genuinely easy to use, and the overall ergonomics feel very refined. They didn't just copy a design, they iterated on it. The performance is right there with the others, boasting a powerful motor and a responsive throttle that can be tuned to your liking. It's clear that Apollo listened to what riders were asking for and tried to build a bike that addressed common pain points from other models in the category. This is a great value option because it bundles a solid performance package with thoughtful design at a really competitive price. It feels like a complete package right out of the box. You're not just buying a frame and a motor, you're buying a well-thought-out machine from a company with a real heritage in off-road vehicles. For riders who value that engineering background and want something that feels a little different from the mainstream choices, the Apollo RFN Aries is a seriously compelling dark horse. It's a bike that proves you can have both innovation and affordability. Okay, let's shift gears to a name that everyone knows, even outside of the e-bike world, Segway. Their entry into this space is the Dirt e-bike X260, and it's a fascinating product. Segway, being a massive company, has the resources to engineer and market a product on a huge scale. The X260 is their direct shot at the surron, and they wear that inspiration on their sleeve. The design is so close that it shares a lot of parts and geometry, which is actually a huge plus for the aftermarket community. It immediately plugs into that existing ecosystem of upgrades. Where the Segway X260 really flexes its muscle is in its polish and accessibility. It comes with a companion app that's incredibly slick, allowing you to track rides, adjust performance settings, and connect with other riders. This is the kind of user-friendly tech integration you'd expect from a big consumer electronics company. The build quality is generally very solid and the bike feels refined. It's an easy bike to recommend to someone who is maybe a little intimidated by the more hobbyist nature of some of the other brands. It feels like a complete, consumer-ready product from the moment you unbox it. The pricing is where it gets competitive. While not always the absolute cheapest option, the Segway X260 often has deals and is available through major retailers, making it easy to purchase and get support for. You're paying for the brand name, the polished app experience, and the peace of mind that comes with buying from a huge established company. It represents a slightly different value proposition, less about raw, budget performance and more about a balanced, reliable, and user-friendly package that still delivers that exhilarating surron-style ride. It's the mainstream choice for a reason. And for our final bike, we're looking at a true budget wildcard, the Lankalisi X3000 Max. This one is for the riders who are all about maximizing features for the absolute minimum cost. Lankalisi is a brand known for packing its bikes with features, and the X3000 Max is no exception. It's a fat tire e-bike that adopts the visual language of a surron-style frame, creating this interesting hybrid that looks aggressive and feels substantial. The fat tires alone set it apart, offering a different kind of ride that's super stable and capable on soft surfaces like sand or snow. The spec sheet on the X3000 Max reads like a wish list for a budget bike. It often comes with dual motors providing all-wheel drive, which is pretty much unheard of at its price point. You'll also find dual suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, and a large battery. It's a bike that screams more is more. Now, to hit that low price, compromises are made, usually in the quality and refinement of the individual components. The fit and finish might not be perfect, and it's heavier than the others on this list, but the sheer amount of hardware you get for your money is undeniable. This bike's appeal is all about that bang for your buck factor. It's for the person who sees the feature list and the price tag, and understands the trade-off. It may not have the same level of performance refinement or the lightweight agility of a Talaria or a Surron, but it offers a unique, powerful, and incredibly versatile riding experience for a fraction of the cost. It's a fun, attention-grabbing machine that makes a bold statement. If you want the most bike for your dollar and you're willing to embrace its quirks, the Lankalisi X3000 Max is a fascinating and compelling option. So there you have it. My top 5 budget-friendly alternatives to the Surron for 2025. From the polished, direct competitor in the Talaria Sting, to the feature-packed wildcard that is the Lankalisi X3000 Max, the market is full of incredible options. It proves that you don't need to spend top dollar to get an exhilarating high-performance riding experience. Each of these bikes brings something unique to the table, whether it's pure price to performance, a refined user experience, or just a wild set of features. The best bike really depends on what you, the rider, value most. The e-bike landscape is evolving so fast, and it's this competition that's pushing manufacturers to innovate and deliver more value year after year, which is fantastic for all of us. I'm really curious to know what you all think. Which one of these bikes stood out to you? Is there another budget beast out there that I missed and should check out for a future video? Drop your thoughts, your favorite picks, and any questions you have down in the comments below. I read as many as I can, and the conversation down there is always one of the best parts of making these videos. As always, if you found this video helpful, or just enjoyed the ride, a thumbs up is hugely appreciated. It really helps the channel out. And if you want to stay up to date with all the latest in e-bike tech, reviews and comparisons, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.